a cold one. It's going to be a fun ride. You're watching Your Beer Show.
All right, folks, we are back with our first interview for our pilot episode of Your Beer Show. We're here with actor-comedian Joe Nunez. You may have seen him in such movies as Superbad, Bridesmaids, and he's got a couple other projects he's going to tell us about in a few minutes. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Joe Nunez. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Hello. I'm getting used to this video image thing, this reverse image. I feel like I should go to, meteorology school.
It's a lot of fun. High five.
How you doing?
Good, good.
I feel like I'm giving off like a chubby Latino Mike Nesmith meets Joe Madden thing.
So you're from Chicago. You did the whole Second City thing. Tell us a little bit about how you kind of got into what you're into, which is acting in comedy and improv. And
Oh gosh, I mean, it started from childhood. Really, my mom, as a kid. I forget what the reason was, but my mom had a company outing at Second City here in Chicago.
Oh.
And she, I guess, she needed to take a guest, so she dressed me up. I think I was like 10 or 11 years old at the time, and she dressed me up and took me with her to this, the main stage show at Second City. And gosh, just, and we sat pretty close, and just seeing the actors on stage and the reaction that the crowd, the roaring of laughter, which initially scared the hell out of me, but I saw that the roar became laughter, and everything that these people did on stage, I was just, in awe of, mesmerized by.
So you got a big project coming up called The Layover. Can you tell us anything about that?
Oh gosh, yeah, I shot that a bit ago. To film with Alexandra Daddario and Kate Upton, rather.
Oh, nice.
And a cast of other actors, and they play best friends that take off, leave town to get away from the struggles of their lives, their beautiful lives. And I play an airline, and they get sidetracked. Without giving the whole thing away, the plane has to lay over in the Midwest somewhere because of a big storm that deters them from going to their final destination. And I play a male steward or a male flight attendant that kind of
okay,
gets snippy with them, catty, especially Kate Upton.
Oh yeah, what was it like working with her?
Really cool. I mean, I was surprised because you don't know her for her acting, and Alexandra Daddario, so great. She'd done, I think, more dramatic roles.
Yeah.
They had a great chemistry, and it was really fun to kind of work with that energy, a very playful energy. And the other actors that they hired were fantastic. And the director, amazing, fantastic. Do you know who it was?
No.
Bill Macy. Well, William H. Macy.
William H. Macy.
William H. Macy to you.
Yeah, but to you, Bill. Yeah.
But Bill Macy to me.
Billy M. to you. Okay. Oh, all right. There they are. They're the baby Browns. Right. Hey, so you got all your Chicago gear on. Let me ask you. You're probably. I know there's not a game tonight, but let's just say there was. You got your Chicago gear on. You're superstitious. You open your fridge. What's in your fridge? What are you drinking? Old style. There we go. Crack one for the beer show. It is a beer drinking show, so cheers, my friend.
Talk about an OG craft beer.
Yeah.
This beer was first brewed in 1902 in La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It made its way to Chicago. It's considered Chicago's beer.
Oh, it is. I did not know that.
The beer that your grandpa drank, that your dad drank. It's
okay.
Your father's beer. And being on the West Coast now, it's funny, we long for this. And people that live here in Chicago, they're like, "Oh, old style. And shut up."
Yeah.
This is a great Pilsner beer. Not very crafty, but it does the trick.
Yeah. And what's the craft beer scene like out there? Do you know, or you just kind of stick it to the OG style?
It originated with Goose Island Brewery, and Goose Island's all over.
Goose Island, sure.
IPAs, 312. Now it's like a national brand.
Yeah.
It's even at Dodger games, they have a Goose Island beer, which I'm
Wow.
very flattered by.
Yes, that's very nice.
Revolution Brewery is a newer, about 2010. They've come up with some great craft beer. You know, all the the IPAs.
Do you have a drunk story for us?
Oh man, if I could remember them.
Yeah, well, therein
Drunk,
lies the problem, huh? Isn't that why we drink?
This is an old story. My girlfriend at the time, and this is like pre, getting into comedy or theater or anything, but my girlfriend at the time was an extra in the movie, the one with Harrison Ford. They shot it here in Chicago.
Oh, The Fugitive.
The Fugitive.
Yes.
Great movie.
Great
Right.
movie.
You switch the samples.
I did not kill my wife. It was the one-armed man.
Great
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend is shooting. She's an extra in this like big St. Patrick's Day parade scene, where like he's running through the crowd trying to evade.
Oh, I love that scene. I know that scene. Yeah.
Yeah, and he goes into City Hall, and it's a thing where he's like, I guess, trying to steal some plans or
Yeah, and he
or
goes
meet
through, and
somebody.
they're shooting at him. Yeah.
Yeah, they're shooting at him. So she's up in a holding area. I walk onto. I had a few drinks, because.
Ah.
I'm looking. You're downtown. There's some really good, Berghoff Brewery.
Yeah.
But had some afternoon drinks, and I go to look for her, and I just walk onto set. And it's the set where they shoot out the doors when he's
Yeah.
running out of the building.
Yeah. Yep. Tommy Lee
And
Jones is shooting at him. Yeah.
I stood there, I think, and I'm eating off the craft services table like an asshole. But it's because I had a few drinks in me. I didn't care. And I'm literally there for over an hour watching them do take after take after take. I even got up the nerve to speak to Harrison Ford.
Whoa.
And I just tell him, we're eating food off the table, the craft services table, and I say, the baklava is good. and he looks at me, he goes, like, you fucking asshole. And that's when they proceeded to kick me
Just
out.
like
the set.
Han Solo would. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my that's my brush with
That's a
greatness.
good one. That's
But
a good
yeah,
one.
I mean, I wasn't hammered, but drunk enough to
little
not
buzz.
care.
Okay.
And I, you act like you belong somewhere or
Yeah.
you own something that no one's gonna ask.
Fake it until you make it, right?
And that that helped me realize that, yeah, I mean, I can bullshit a bullshitter. I should probably be an actor.
There you go. There you go. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break. We're gonna have some callers, but before we go, what's the one thing you hear a lot? You see someone recognizes you on the street. What's the quote? What do they say? What do they request you to say?
Fuck my life. Like, oh, you're the fuck my life guy.
Yes.
Fuck my life.
All right, Joe. Well, thank you for chatting with us. We're gonna have a couple of callers when we come back. So in the meantime, have a beer, and we'll be chatting with you in just a few more minutes.
All right, I'll hang out.
All right, great. Thank you.
Fuck my life.
I'm a drummer, I'm not a thing. He's got a crazy kind of thing. But the ladies, they love him so. 'Cause he's a king of the gaga. Watch out for that thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Your Beer Show.
All right, folks, welcome back to Your Beer Show. We still have Joe Nunez here, and we've got our first caller. We've got Chad from Santa Monica calling in. Chad, you are live.
How you doing? Well, Joe, I had a question for you. And
Right.
basically, I know that you had, you did several things before you got into the movie Superbad, but obviously it was, just a great movie. It was really, really, popular and stuff. What kind of? I know I heard you talk a little bit about some of the stuff you did on like improv wise with the beer and stuff. But a role like that, even though you said it was like a couple little lines here, it seemed like a kind of like a game changer. I mean, did it feel like that one for you? Because I know it was really just a great character you had.
Absolutely. Just the movie ended up being hugely successful. the exposure that I got from that, I mean, just kind of helped open doors for other roles, especially in the comedy world, which is, what I wanted to be in. And just being associated with those guys. And it actually, there were other roles in other films, future films that Judd, either directed or exec produced, where they just called me in. And so I was very fortunate, just, for to have them like you. And that's how it is with, Apatow and Seth Rogen and all those guys, is if they like you, they're just going to keep using you, keep bringing you back for different projects.
Well, Chad, thank you for calling. That was an excellent question. I appreciate it. And
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Joe. Take care, man.
And we have a second caller. This time we have Chewy from Chula Vista. Chewy, you are live on Your Beer Show.
Hey, Joe, what's going on, man? How are you?
How you doing, Chewy? How you doing?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling here, having a beer. How about you, man?
Me too. I'm in Chicago, chilling at my parents' house.
Just got a real quick question for you, man.
Yeah.
So I know you're into craft beer and stuff, and I just wanted to see if I ever go out to LA, where would be a good place to grab a craft beer?
I like to go to this little place. It's actually a Chicago bar called the Escondite, downtown LA. It's in an area that's been dubbed Skid Rokio, because it's in the middle of Skid Row and Little Tokyo. So therefore, it's Skid Rokio. So it's called the Escondite. Great food. Strictly all California craft beer on tap.
Nice.
I can't name. There's so many, but that's a great place to go. And then I like this little dive bar. I live on the east side in Silver Lake, but there's a little dive bar called Ye Rustic Inn, where there's very pretty ladies serving up, Buds, Bud Light, and California craft brews, and great pub food. So if you like the ladies, you like a good dive bar, you like a good dive bar lady, go to the.
Who doesn't?
Hey, dive bar ladies are pretty good, man. Count me in.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. That was Ye Rustic Inn for dive bar ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. That's the name of my band, Dive Bar Ladies.
Nice. What kind of music?
Oh, classical.
There you go.
All right, Chewy from Chula Vista, thank you for calling in to Your Beer Show.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chewy.
All right, Joe Nunez, thank you very much for being our very first guest of Your Beer Show. We do appreciate it. So until next time, Joe, cheers up.
My honor. Thank you guys so much. Have me down in San Diego.
Hey, we'll mix some ales. Have a good time. We will, sir. We will. Is that weird or what? Sorry, dude. I said cheers up. I don't know what the fuck that even means.
What makes the craft beer powerful? Is it the brewer who took the risk to create something unique? Or is it the hours of back-breaking labor that went into production? Some would say it's both. One man said it was the tedious design that went into packaging. Others have said it's the variety and dynamics of flavors. It has the ability to draw the most opposite people together for the purest moments of camaraderie. Over a pint of craft beer, people have found friendship, love, and hope. At Wolf Creek Brewery, we believe our craft beer is empowered by the men and women who have trusted us to provide it all, one pint at a time.